And there is Tony Stewart, followed by Edwards, Jimmy Johnson, and there is Ryan Newman, guys, up into 4th. And if he can stay there, that puts him 13th. And more problems for the 29. They're still trying to keep that fender from just literally coming off again. Casey Kane has gone behind the wall, so they're going to have to see if they can work on that. All right, let's check in with Dr. Jerry Punch.
Let's chat with Bob Osborne here in the 99 pit. Bob, what do you guys have for that 14 car, these final 20 laps?
I guess we'll have to wait and see. He definitely gets out on us early in a run, but we've been able to run him down so far. We just don't know if we're going to have enough laps to do that now. It's a lot shorter run than what we saw earlier tonight. So we'll do our best and see what we come up with.
Might be the most emotion I've ever seen out of you when you guys gained 2 spots on that pit stop. You were jumping up and down and pounding your fist on the side of the car. Pretty exciting stop.
Yeah, I really like it when the boys perform well. And you know, the emotions get the best of me for sure. I like to see the boys have success like that, and especially after a mediocre pit stop. I can't say it was bad, but they had a mediocre stop before that and then come back to take the lead. You can't ask for anything more than that.
All right, let's check into Tony Stewart pits with Dave.
Doc, of course, Tony has driven back to the front. Darian, still any restart concerns, and what do you do about the 99?
I'm not real sure. Tony seemed to figure something out on that one. Picker did an awesome job and got him out there on the front row and was able to hold his own and got the lead there. So I think he's got something figured out, whatever he needed to do to clean his tires up.
And what about the competition out there? Carl was looking pretty good near the end there.
It's pretty stout, but my money's on Tony Stewart.
All right, they've had a great car all day long. Let's see if they can hold him off at the end.
All right, don't forget that coming up right after us is Sports Center, and you'll be able to tune in. We'll have more following up our race broadcast tonight, but right now we've got about 19 laps to go next time by. And they are still working on Casey Kane's car back in the garage area. And
yeah, that left front tire came apart, and I think heard him say maybe it busted a water tank, part of the cooling system. They've got to get that fixed before they can go back out.
All right, let's, while they're doing that, remind you that the top 11 stayed out. Now, that list includes Stewart, Edwards, Johnson, Newman, both Kurt and Kyle Busch, Clint Boyer, Truex, Kenseth, Ambrose, and Regan Smith. That is your top 11. Jeff Gordon, Montoya, those are the first 2 of the group that pitted. And tires, what we keep talking about. What do you think?
It'll be interesting for sure, but this could be a problem for Tony Stewart. He's been having problems on these restarts, and now that the tires have a few laps on them, getting them really cleaned off here, this would, whenever he would be more susceptible to something with that tire spin, and could cost him the lead. Once he gets going, man, that thing flies.
You know, one car we have not been able to focus a great deal of time on because he's been fighting his way through the field. But shout out to Awesome Bill from Dawsonville. Mr. Elliott is now 22nd on the lead lap, started as far back as 40th in this field. And he has 5 wins here at this track, second only to Terry Labonte, 6 of the active drivers that are here racing tonight.
Yeah, he's got to hold up his end of the bargain. His son Chase won at Wilkesboro yesterday. First race they've opened that track back up since, I think, what, 96?
Been quite a while, yeah, 1996. All right, what is going to happen? Keep an eye on the front 2. Does Tony Stewart get a good restart? Or does Carl Edwards just blow away? Or could it be somebody coming from behind those 2? We're about to find out. Green flag is out, and we're racing now with 18 to go here at Atlanta.
Tony Stewart spun the tires that time.
In the middle, a 48, but he's going to get the door slammed on him. Tony gathers it back up.
Yeah, Kirk Busch down on the inside digging. Here comes Ryan Newman on the high side.
Newman smells the opportunity, picking up some big points. He goes past Kurt Busch. Here comes the 48 along with him.
You look at Kurt Busch dig, man, after having a terrible night, getting banged around on that last little incident on the track, and he's still digging.
Trying to get under the 48. Jimmy Johnson can't seem to get it done.
You see Clint Boyer right behind this group trying to battle Kyle Busch. That 6th spot.
Ryan Newman is one of the best, too, at a short run. He can get his car going just about as good as anybody.
Well, we were asking earlier if the 48 would ever try coming down. He's going to try it right now on Ryan Newman.
He didn't have much choice. Ryan's running that high side, but see just how much Jimmy has. He can't waste much time here. Tony Stewart and the 99, Carl Edwards, will be gone from him.
Looking from the view that Kurt Busch has.
We're running some of the fastest laps of the night. Almost 30 flat for Tony Stewart last lap.
I can tell you, the 31 car coming up behind Kyle Busch there, he's the first one with fresh tires on. He's making a nice run.
That, of course, being Jeff Burton, shown in 7th position. The first two have sort of checked out on this group. That's 3rd place Johnson, followed by Newman, Kurt, and Kyle Busch, then Burton and Boyer.
Whoa, you see Jimmy Johnson sideways off of turn 2.
Just give you an audio update here. We'll tell you that the 29, Kevin Harvick's back on pit road. He's shown in 28th place right now, 1 lap down and about to go 2 and more. There's a good look at Burton, followed by Kyle Busch now, as Burton has separated. He's gotten between both Kurt and Kyle. And Boyer's trying to do the same.
Yeah, Boyer wants to go, but he's pretty happy sitting in that spot there right now. He's in 8th spot. He knows that's going to give him a pretty nice cushion going into next week for that 12th spot.
We haven't shown the 24, but I'll tell you, he has gone backwards again. Jeff is now back to 13th, so obviously that stop did not help him. There he is. He's got Jamie McMurray right alongside of him. McMurray trying to go around him and does. And that'll put him up a spot to 13th. Jeff's going to try the high side. Kenseth. Now here comes Jeff Burton. And Burton with that fresher rubber.
Yeah, it didn't quite clear the 2. He really needed to do that right there. He'll probably be able to make the pass down here in turn 3 and 4, but he'd have really liked to have cleared Kurt Busch.
This is for 5th on the track. And now he finally does clear.
Whoa, sideways.
Nice save, Jeff Burton.
I don't know how these guys do that every lap.
We have seen this the last 2 nights. It has been so much fun watching. I don't know if I'd like to be in the cockpit when that's happening. Sort of settles down now for the moment as everybody gets back into single file with 11 laps to go next time by. Now Kyle's going to try the low line on brother Kurt. And it looks like he's going to get the job done. They come back across the stripe, move Kyle to 6th. And, of course, from Peachtree City, Reed Sorensen. He ran last night in the Nationwide Series, and he's doing pretty doggone good by it tonight in the 83. He's running 15th right now, and there you see him in that battle with Gordon and Jamie McMurray. He had a good run going last night until he had problems. Ended up 34th in that Nationwide race.
Yeah, he got a lap down here earlier tonight, took that waiver and got back on the lead lap and everything. I think he got the lucky dog at one time, got that back. Oh, see Jamie McMurray sliding his car off of turn 4. Opened the inside for Reed Sorensen.
Reed taking a peek, trying to take over that 14th spot. So on the left side, we'll keep that in view. And then here is Kurt Busch and Clint Boyer going after each other. That is for 7th on the right side.
What's that one car? Jamie McMurray's turning right more than he's turning left, I believe, in these corners.
Slides up the track a little bit there. Sorensen trying to clear him. Looks like he'll get it done this time. And then there's David Rudiman into the mix as well, and that is for position because Rudiman's running 16th.
Yeah, and these are valuable points that Jamie McMurray's losing here. Each one of these guys that pass him.
Rudiman was 2 laps down earlier in this race because of a radio issue.
A lot of cars have done some magnificent jobs coming back tonight, especially with all the green flag laps that we had early in this race. Here comes Jamie making another run on the high side, trying to retake the position on the 00 Rudiman.
See Clint Boyer making that pass on Kurt Busch on the right side of your screen.
So Boyer owns 7th place for the moment. Right behind into that mix, you saw just for a moment there, the 42, while these two go after each other. All important points position for Jamie McMurray. McMurray 15th right now. He needs actually to have a lot more. Let's go back, check in on Jeff Burton. Boy, Burton is still I mean, that tail is wagging faster than some dogs that are happy when they get fed.
He's about run all the goodie off of those new tires.
Well, you can see he's there in the battle with fifth. He's got it, and now he's trying to track down Ryan Newman for fourth.
Yeah, while trying to hold off Kyle Busch.
Oh, Ruderman sideways on the inside of Jamie McMurray.
It's a good thing there's only 6.5 laps to go, because these guys are going to run out of rubber. Word we're hearing is Casey Kane comes back out. There he is. And the 29 has gone behind the wall for Kevin Harvick. And there's our race leader checking back in. A 1 second lead now for Tony Stewart, as he is going to be about 5 laps away from picking up victory number 1. Battle for fourth right there, as you've got Burton going underneath, and here comes Kyle.
Yeah, another guy that was a lap down at one time. Jeff Burton sideways again, but he was a lap down at one time in this race. Now he's trying to take over the 4th spot.
Man, these guys look like they've been dirt tracking all night.
Yeah, look at Burton. Gosh, that car is loose.
He is driving as hard as he can right now. Side by side, going down the backstretch with Ryan. Coming up next, Sports Center, as we are down to the last 4 laps next time by.
4 laps to go, 4.
Again, every time off that corner.
Yeah, I tell you, as a driver right now at this point in time, you're racing so hard, you're so tensed up. This is when you get cramps and things like that. Jeff Burton just driving the wheels off of this 31 car.
If he slides one more time, I think Kyle's going to get him here. Although Kyle just got a little tail happy.
Yeah, but it gave him a run that he needed to get to the inside, and that's where Kyle's been his best, is down the bottom. Burton's going to try to go to the high side of Casey Kane in that 9 car.
Well, here's where he's been sliding every time.
Well,
he does it again.
This is what caused Casey Kane to get cracked. He kind of got nudged by Ryan Newman. He might not be happy about it.
Well, we'll keep an eye on it, but
oh, he's
I think he's not happy at all about it.
Oh yeah, he's letting them know.
Good call there, Andy.
And what's that done is allowed Boyer and the 2 to come through.
Coming by. That's a lot of points that Ryan Newman just lost in trying to battle for that 12th spot.
And Newman trying to come back on him. He's still on the high side of Kurt.
Look at Burton sliding sideways all 4.
Tell you what, next time by it'll be the white flag lap, and it's a good thing. Somebody's going to hit the wall if we keep going. There is your race leader for Tony Stewart. It looks like the streak is going to continue, as his lead right now is 1.3 seconds over Carl Edwards. Another guy that's got
white flag this time.
Big night. Carl Edwards coming home in second if he stays right there. And Jimmy Johnson looks like the Jimmy Johnson of old, guys.
Yeah, and he's been running some of the fastest. If they've been the fastest car the last 5 or 6 laps. So they have really got their program going in the right direction at the right time.
For Tony Stewart, his last win was Kansas back in October of 2009. It's been 31 starts since he has tasted the champagne in victory lane. But here he comes.
Ring the bell, baby. Woo! Nice job, B. Good job, guys.
His 38th win with Carl Edwards second. Jimmy Johnson comes home in third. And in fourth, it will be Jeff Burton with Kyle Busch fifth. Kurt Busch comes back to finish sixth. Boyer, Newman, Montoya, Ambrose with a good run to finish in the top 10.
Guys, you got it done. That's the only way we had a shot. You guys won this thing in the pits. Awesome job.
They certainly did. He hit the number there. Yeah, this is still going on between Casey and the 39 of Ryan Newman.
I'd say if Casey's smart, that'll be the end of it when they get out of the cars over here.
Well, and we better keep a camera on it, because they might have a little bit of a discussion, shall we say.